Hi, I'm Jessica from Jessica Flinn Jewellery. We make amazing wedding and engagement rings from our studio based on the edge of the Peak District National Park near Sheffield, UK. So let's just take a few minutes to talk about wedding bands and what wedding bands are available at the moment. The most popular wedding ring is still a court shape, which is basically a dome on the outside and a dome on the inside of the ring. That dome on the inside makes it really comfortable. So if you're the type of chap that has never worn a wedding ring or any jewellery and you want it to be really comfortable, then a court shape might be for you. Looking back, imagine your grandparents. I wouldn't be surprised if they had a wider ring in yellow gold for a man and a thinner ring in yellow gold for a lady. Yellow gold tended to be really popular, but now we prefer white metals. So that could be stainless steel, titanium, platinum, or palladium, or white gold, whether that's 9 carat or 18. So a court band is a traditional wedding band, and that's a straight band, so a continuous ring of metal. And you can get lots of different profiles of straight band. There's a flat court, which is flat on the outside, a rounded flat, which is kind of flat on the outside, flat on the inside, and has rounded off edges. Or you can do things like beveled edges, or you can go for something really chunky or a big D shape. There's loads of options, but the main thing to consider is whether you want a plain band and a straight band, or whether you want something else. The first way you can customize it is by adding some gemstones. So you can diamond set that band. There are lots of different ways of setting the stones. So for example, you can do a channel set, which is super sleek, or you can do pave or grain set, which is small individual claws, or you can set right up to the edge of the ring, and that's kind of a scalloped setting. But you can customize it by adding in the diamonds. Or gemstones, it doesn't have to be diamonds. Something to consider though is if you're thinking diamond set wedding band, what grade is the diamond on your engagement ring? Because it's probably a good idea to match the diamonds on your wedding band so that they look like they're all meant to be together. You wouldn't want slightly yellow hued diamonds on your wedding band if you've got a really nice, vibrant white solitaire on your engagement ring. So something to consider is the grade of the diamonds. The next type of wedding band that's available is a shaped or fitted ring. There are some that are available as standard, so wishbones and ribbon twists, but if you have an unusual shaped engagement ring, then you might want to get a perfect fit partner. If you come to a jewellery designer like me, we can do a 3D scan of your engagement ring, and then we can create the perfect fit partner by creating a CAD model. Now, CAD is basically a computer software where we build a model of your ring. I'd get it 3D printed and then cast into the metal, and then it could be stone set if that's what you want. But at the end, you'll be finding you've got the perfect fit wedding ring and engagement ring. There'll be no gaps or air holes between the designs. It'll be like perfect fit, as if they were always meant to be together. Some engagement rings are called wed fit, which means that the engagement ring the setting is set high so you can put a straight band next to it. They're great, and if not, there's loads of solutions for shaped and fitted wedding rings. Something that's really popular at the moment is called a tiara ring or a crown ring, and that's where you'd have lots of gemstones on one side of your engagement ring, and it kind of looks like a crown or a tiara. You can have them made with different gemstones like morganites, or you can have them all diamonds, or you can have them lots of different shapes of diamonds. I did a great one just recently which had lots of little marquee shaped diamonds coming away from the central gemstone on the engagement ring. The last type of wedding band that I think is really nice to consider is a vintage band or a beaded band. Some wedding bands come with a really fine beaded detail on them, which is really subtle and sweet. It doesn't have to have gemstones on it, can just be the beading detail. Or you can put a vintage feel to a wedding band by adding a beaded edge. but definitely something that's to consider if you've got a kind of retro looking ring or a vintage looking engagement ring. The beading works really well, so it's just an extra little feature that you can add to the wedding band. When you're buying a wedding band, something you should consider is the width of those rings combined. So if you're planning on putting your wedding ring with your engagement ring, think how wide they are together. You've probably got a maximum width of about 1 centimetre to feel comfortable. So if your engagement ring shank is 2.5 mil and you add another ring which is 2.5 mil, that's 5 mil overall. So definitely something to consider is the width of all of the rings combined on your finger and how wide that'll feel and how comfortable that will feel. Maybe in the future you might like an eternity ring too. So you might get an eternity ring for your 1st anniversary or 10th anniversary, or if you have a baby, or maybe you just want to buy yourself a ring because you've earned it. If you want 3 rings in the end and you want to create a stack, think about how wide all of those rings will be. So when it comes to buying your wedding ring, you're considering buying your eternity ring too in the future, and the width of all of those rings combined. Choosing what metal you want for your wedding band is kind of already decided if you're a lady and you're planning on putting with your engagement ring which you already own. It's really important to choose the same metal as your engagement ring if you want them to sit together. If you haven't got an engagement ring and you can choose any metal, you can choose from stainless steel, titanium, white gold, yellow gold, rose gold, platinum, palladium. If you have an engagement ring in 18 karat white, choose an 18 karat white wedding band. If you have a platinum engagement ring, choose a platinum wedding band. The reason why you need to choose the same metal for your engagement ring as wedding band is because they're going to sit next to each other for a very long time. You want them to be made out of the same strength metal. So if you choose an 18 karat engagement ring, then you need to choose an 18 karat wedding band. If you chose 2 different strength metals, one of them would damage the other ring. So as they rub together over time, the weaker of the 2 rings would become damaged. So I always recommend to my customers to go for the same metal as their engagement ring. It wouldn't be the dream to put a stainless steel ring with a white gold ring, as the white gold ring would become damaged over time. If you've really enjoyed watching this video, please click the subscribe button below and give us a like. Thank you.